Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me, asking you if you would like a reading. I will not be soliciting you for anything, so do not respond to them. They are not me. Okay, now with that warning said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Sagittarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic, with one bonus card. And let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Sagittarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. These three. So we're starting here with listening, the throat chakra. Then we have family, the root chakra. And finally, peace, the crown chakra. And we're going to see how all of this equates to the tarot, because this is going to be, these are the areas that we need to work on during this time frame for ourselves. Yeah, to be able to move forward in power and in prosperity. So the left-hand side is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. And of course, one bonus card. You have the Nine of Swords, the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. strong link here, okay? Coming out the King of Swords, it's like the warrior king. So there's a very strong warrior mentality during this time. It's like, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to fight through this. Nothing is going to hold me back. Then you have the Death card, Scorpio energy, time frame October 23rd to November 21st. Very impactful, especially if you're on the cusp with Scorpio or if you have Scorpio in your chart. Then you have the 10 of Cups, happiness that lasts for generations. The 9 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, the repeat of the number 10, shows that you're coming to a completion of a cycle. Aquarius energy right here. Time frame January 20th to February 18th. I feel that very strongly with the King of Swords, that Aquarius energy is very strong. Then we have the Sun card, the happiest card in the whole entire deck. You have now a third 10. So this is definitely a completion of a cycle for a lot of you Sagittarius during this time. A completion when it comes to what you love, like knowing what you love and what you want, and you might not know exactly what it is, but there's a sense of, and they all live happily ever after, prosperity that again lasts for generations because it is a prosperity of the heart and of the soul. There's a new change, a new season coming forward. Also with your passion, there's a new door opening. You have the 4 of Wands, celebration, joy, success, prosperity. You have the 3 of Swords, heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. And the Knight of Wands, a celebration. And then you have the 6 of Swords. Now, it's interesting here, you have the repeat of the number 9. So you're coming very close to a completion of a cycle when it comes to passion, when it comes to your thoughts. And it's funny because you have a completion of a cycle here in the public arena. So you're moving forward. You're like taking the weight off of your shoulders, but you have to stop listening to everybody else because you're going to kind of like sit there and say, well, they're right, I'm wrong, or this is the way I should be doing things, or this is the way I should be listening to things. And that's not right. It's like, embrace your passion, embrace your power, know your truth as you're opening up the door. Because yeah, that's where the third chakra really comes into play with the listening to yourself. Listen to what you want, listen to what you desire, listen, because this is a time where everybody's yelling. Everybody's yelling, everybody wants things their way. It's Mercury retrograde, it's the full moon in Leo that was on the 27th or 28th of I think it was the 28th of January. Everybody wants what they want when they want it. Now it is time to really listen to what you yourself want and not be caught up in the competitiveness or the acquisition of it all. And there's a sense here of the beauty, the prosperity, and the bounty of simply listening to your body. Listen to the foods that you're eating. Listen to the drinks that you're drinking. Listen to if you're getting enough rest or if you're always feeling tired and fatigued and why. Listen. Listen to your body. Listen to your soul. Listen to yourself. And it is time to stop. It is time to stop. And it is time to look at things more openly, more honestly, instead of thinking, well, I've just messed up too many times. I've, been too addicted. I've been too angry. I've, been too overwhelmed. I've, come from a poor background. I come from this. I come from that. I can't. It's now listening to what your soul wants. And instead of saying, I can't, it's like, how will divinity open up these doors? How will I be moved forward? And it's going to change a lot of things for you, this act of listening. And you're going to find it, but you are going to find it very, very challenging, Sagittarius, to listen. And it's very funny because you're a seeker. You're a natural seeker. You're a person who will dive deeper and deeper and deeper and who always listens to the questions. This is a time, though, where you don't want to listen to the questions. You're fed up. You've had enough. And it's that time of year, yes, but it is also, with winter setting in if you're in the northern hemisphere, it is also a sense of, I've had enough. I've had enough of, the world being like it is. I've had enough of things being like it is. And now it is time to, instead of fighting, it is to listen. And you're going to find that opens up doors for you. It really does. Because your first reaction to this is going to be to fight. Don't. Then we have family. This is the root chakra. This is saying that at your root, your family, your core, your essence of yourself, that is the most important thing. And that's going to be the thing that you might be having, your family might be getting on your last nerves. Most definitely. You might be finding things really frustrating. But now it is time to open up the door to your success, to your to your power, but also to see what your family is teaching you, how your family is guiding you forward. And then we have peace with the crown chakra. To be crowned with peace is going to be the greatest blessing you can have during this time. To be crowned with what you desire, what you love, what you want, to the centering of soul and self is going to elevate you 150%. So to sit back and just even focusing on your breath, saying, just, putting your hands flat on the table, breathing in, breathing out, and focusing on the breath, focusing on the way the table feels beneath your fingers, beneath your palms, and that focusing on yourself and your soul and where you are right now. It's not the future, it's not the past, it is where you are right now. Bringing yourself into those moments. That is going to be one of the best ways you can help yourself. Like the best ways you can ground yourself to make the best decisions during this time, to not be carried away, to not let others get you carried away. Because you have the 9 of Swords right here. And these are nightmares. Nightmares, doubts, fears, angers, upsets, upheavals. This is like enough is enough. And that's what's crowning you in your inner self. Enough is enough. You can't listen to everybody anymore. You just can't. It's like turn off the news, turn off everything, and start to listen simply to you. It is a time of facing fears, yes. That's what a lot of this time has been about. But it is also a time of looking at the strength that divinity has blessed you with. Instead of sitting there and saying, I messed up. The pains of addictions, the pains of anger, the pains of feeling insufficient, disabilities, hardships, heartbreaks, all those things are coming up. And it's like, how can I fight this? How can I move forward? Where is it that I want to be? And you're going to find your first reaction is to fight, instead of to look at the emotion that you have and say, you don't get to define me anymore. The world doesn't get to define me anymore. I get to be me, without definition, without apology, with an embrace of grace. And it has you facing the nightmares. It can also be that you've been facing some of your greatest fears during this time. Because when you're on the cusp of a change, when you're on a cusp of something more coming into your life, you have to face the fears. You have to kind of dredge out what's in you that has kept you held back. And so here, you're looking at that. And instead of saying, oh my gosh, everything's ruined, it's like, this was a lesson. This was what I had to see. This was the truth I had to learn. And now I am moving myself forward. Now I'm embracing more. And the fear didn't stop me then, and it will not stop me now. And it's moving you to being that warrior king. So when Spirit is saying your first reaction is to fight, don't. Okay, and then they show you as a warrior king, that can be a little bit confusing. What a warrior king is the King of Swords is the person who knows his mind. He knows what it is that he wants. You can sit there and say, I'm still searching, I'm still, discovering, I'm still becoming. That's great. But a warrior king is a person, and a person that embodies the swords is a person who uses their talents well, who doesn't sit there and just poo-poo them. So you're going to be using your talents, your emotional understanding, your compassion. You're going to be using it well, because the sword is the only part of the minor arcana that is simply a weapon. It cannot be used for anything else. It is a weapon. And so here, when we look at ourselves, when we look at human beings, we are weapons. Our mind is what makes us a greater hunter, a greater weapon than anything else. And so here, we're looking at our skills and saying, do I use this for conquering? Or do I use this for the moving forward in my inner peace, in my inner power, in the opening up the doors and the pathways and the purpose of myself? So the King of Swords is your calling to claim your throne, to know your mind, and to not let people bully you around, okay? Because your heart, they're going to try and sway your heart. Your heart here is being impacted by everybody else. And here, you're sitting here and you're knowing your truth, and people see it. People see your truth, they see your power, and they're going to want to challenge it. But they're also going to be very impressed upon the stance that you have and the power that you have to move you forward. And then we have the death card, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. We are constantly changing. We're not the same people we were yesterday, okay? And so here, when we have the death and the rebirth, this is a sense of looking at who we were and who we are, how we would have handled situations in the past, and how would we handle them now, what we want, what we have, and where we want to be. The death and the rebirth is this coming forward in the subconscious mind, is this sense of, do I know what it is that I truly want? Am I releasing what will truly free me, or what is just easiest? And you're going to find that you are really sitting here during this time and contemplating, what will elevate you, what will move you forward, what will bring you the most happiness, the greatest change. And here's the thing, we never know. We never do, because divinity has plans that are completely out of our control. So here with the 10 of Cups, as we have the death and the rebirth, we have the hope and we have the heart. We have the love, we have the passion, we have the power coming forward. And it is saying, embrace your heart, embrace your joy, embrace becoming you. No matter what exactly that entails, or what exactly that means. No matter if everybody looks at you like you're silly or like you couldn't possibly understand. It is time to open up that door to yourself and to your soul, to your power and to your truth. It's time to walk in your happiness. And that's one of the things that you are needing to have the strength to do, because the nightmare is, what if it all falls apart? What if I build a world, or what if I try to build a world around my dreams, around my happinesses, but I just fail, like I always fail. I mess it up like I always mess it up. And what Spirit's saying here is that is an attitude that needs to die away. That is a place of fear. I say the pain is a place of fear and of hurt. The future is a place of illusion, because we do not know what the future will bring. The present is the only place that we can be. It's the only real thing. And yet we run away from the present as quickly as we possibly can. We have everything in the world to distract us from the present. We can watch videos, we can do this, we can do that, to keep us from the present. Here, it is an owning of the present and the seeing the change within you. And also seeing what now will give you peace, whereas it might not have given you peace before, because you have transformed and you're calling upon your love. And your heart is saying here, do not be swayed by everybody else. Everybody else will have ideas, will have ways that you should do things. The whole world is yelling, right? And nobody is listening. Enough is enough. You cannot please everyone, Sagittarius. Do not even try. The only thing you will do is break your own heart. What you are doing here is you're standing tall within the power of your truth, within the battles well fought, for what you desire within life, for how you want to move forward. You're opening up doors. You're redefining your grace, your power, and your abundance. And this is a sense of, I will not be guided by everyone else. I will be guided by my truth, though. And if that falls in alignment with everyone, if people you love are giving you suggestions, listen, of course. But do not let the world sway you. Do not let the one mean comment or the few mean comments make you doubt yourself, make you question everything that you're doing and everything that you are. Enough is enough. Stand in your heart, stand in your truth, because a new season is coming. Because as you do this, you have the 9, it goes straight into the 10. You call upon a change. You call upon the new wheel of fortune. The change, the power, the prosperity, the bounty, a new season comes in. It's a roll of the dice what season it will be, absolutely. But it is a powerful and brilliant truth that comes forward. You feel like you're on a roller coaster ride, highs, lows, lefts, right? Yes. But you also feel like you're finding a place, a footing, a way, a being that had eluded you before. It brings you to looking at your soul's wish. Not the wish that we cross our fingers for and say, what is it that I really wish for? What is it that I sit and think, oh, that'll make everybody jealous? But it's, what do I really want? You could be sitting there and wishing for a relationship, but the world is weird and it's hard, right? And so it's stability, security, and being loved that you're wishing for. See how divinity brings that forward. You're wishing for your relationship to be more secure, for your partner to listen to you better. And so divinity has you listening to yourself better, having to really listen and embrace you. There's a myriad of ways that divinity gives us what we're wishing for. And it's not at all the way that we thought it was going to be. So here with the Aquarius energy, let yourself embrace your soul's wish, your greater desires, and know that it's going to come about in the oddest of ways, but in the most guiding ways. Because remember, the stars guided our ancestors. They guide us. It brings you to the sun. Your heart is saying, embrace your happiness, embrace your joy, embrace dancing and singing and being and releasing. The sun is the happiest card in the deck because the sun is. It's illumination, it's warmth, it's passion. And that's what you are needing to embrace during this time. This embrace of your joy, your happiness, your success, your bounty, without sitting there and saying, okay, when is it all going to fall apart? Without sitting there and doubting it and being like, oh wow, this is just absolutely impossible. Stop speaking curses over yourself. The world is all too easy, all too ready to do that. Don't do it to you. Don't. You deserve the blessings that come in. And that is a powerful truth. It moves you to the 10 of Wands, to prosperity, to a sitting there and relieving yourself of the burdens that you have been carrying for so long. You are sitting there and you are saying, no more. I can't carry it for everyone. I can't. And what's more important, I won't. I am putting down the burdens that I carry for me, the burdens that I carry for everyone. And I am simply being. I am simply embracing my passion, my power, my truth, and my soul. I am opening up the door. And I am seeing me more honestly and more openly. I'm also putting down my dreams and letting them be a torch, letting them be the light that illuminates my world. And you can't carry everything alone also during this time. It's a time where, yes, you ask for help, but also you rely on your spirit guides, your angels. You rely on that divine coming together to build you up, to move you forward, to embrace your grace. So often we're afraid what people will think. Oh my gosh, they'll see me as somebody who's silly if I call my angels forward in my life. No. They'll see you as different, most definitely. Because it's like everybody's walking around with blindfolds on. You can see through them a little bit, the blindfolds just a bit, but you can't really see the beauty of the world that is around you. This is a time where you're taking off that blindfold and you are wanting to dance in the street and have the joy, have the prosperity. Let everybody else have the darkness, have the gray. Have you noticed a grayness around things lately? Kind of like this sense of enough is enough, like a bit fed up. And there's these moments of beauty, these moments of like, oh my gosh. But then there's just this sense of gray, of like, oh my gosh, this drudgery, this hardship. Here, there's a celebration. There needs to be a celebration of your soul, of yourself, of your power, of your truth. This is happiness. This is dancing. You need to dance and laugh and just let yourself be a little bit silly. Because you're going to see that by letting your soul shine through, letting your passion shine through, giving yourself a pat on the back, you call forward blessings. You call forward a celebration within life. And now your heartbreaks and your disappointments are going to try and sit there and tell you can't do this. You're not allowed to be happy. You've messed up too many times. Life is hard and things are hard and there is nothing to be happy about. And here you're looking at the negativity that was spoken over you, the curses that were stabbed into you. And you're saying, no more. You do not get to define me anymore. I get to define me. My passion, my truth, my goals, my glory, that gets to define me. I rise up. I rise up in newness and in power and in brilliance. And this is a release. You can be screaming against the heartbreak and the pain, the hurt and the disappointments. And as you scream against it, you embrace your truth. You embrace your love and your light. The Three of Swords are the negative people, the negative words that planted themselves in your heart. And now you're digging out the weeds. It brings you to a place of celebration, of fire, of truth, of defending your passion, of moving forward and saying, no, no more. No more do I get to be held back. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is gathering up your knowledge and moving forward. Will the waters be rocky? Absolutely. Are you going to doubt yourself along the way? Yep. But do you need to move forward? Do you need to set sail? Yes, you do. You absolutely do. Okay, so let's go deeper. Sagittarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Two bonus cards. And let's see the people energy that you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Sagittarius needs to be? The energy, not the people, the energy. The people that, okay, so Spirit is saying people here. So what is the energy from people that Sagittarius needs to be mindful of? What is the energy from people? Okay, and that card just fell down. So let me grab it for you guys. All right. What is the energy from people that Sagittarius needs to be mindful of? February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Okay, fantastic. So we have right here the King of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are going to be very drawn to this energy because it is a fire sign energy, and fire sign energy is drawn to fire sign energy. This is a person whose temper is too short, who has a sense of, if I just yell at you, it'll get the job done, sort of thing. You're going to need to be very mindful of this person because they're going to bring with them a heck of a lot of guilt. They can read a person, they can read a situation really easily, and they're going to pick out your weak points and attack. This then moves you to the Princess of Pentacles. This is new ideas with money. This is somebody who is new to money, okay? Or who is looking at money in a very different way and is either at work they're going to be like, try this project or try doing something like this. It'll bring us so much more. You know, this could be like coming from up top, like do things like this. It'll bring us more money. And you're looking at it and you're like, how? You've obviously never done this before. That's the sense around this. Or like somebody's giving you advice and you're looking at them and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how would that even work? So just know that somebody's going to be really putting in their 2 cents in a way that's really going to confuse you. It's going to bring more frustration than it alleviates. And then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. This is a person who's very sneaky and who's going to be very much kind of doing things kind of behind your back, sneaking around, setting up things just the way that they want them. So just be very, very mindful of that. You have the Queen of Swords over the King of Swords, so that's awesome. You have the the Ace of Wands, and you have the Two of Swords. No, the Two of Wands. There we go. Then we have the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. You have a lot of twos here. The Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Rooting you is the Ten of Wands, where before it was crowning you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So we're starting here with the Warrior Queen. She is crowning the Warrior King and the Nine of Swords. So worries, doubts, fears, angers, upsets. This is where you really need a warrior spirit. There is luck on your side with this crane here. There is power, there is purpose, there is dedication, but there is a sense of needing to step back, of not letting your emotions rule everything, kind of stepping back, being kind of a little bit, quote unquote, more business minded, and sitting there and saying, what do I need to move myself forward? What do I need to, embrace what I want, where I desire being, cutting through doubts, fears, angers, negativity, and standing in the power of your now, standing in the power of your purpose. We have the Ace of Wands, which is passion coming in, fire, determination. It's as a part of you dies away and is reborn, as you embrace this grace, this dying away of this old self, this rebirth of the new. There's something very small that helps to really illuminate and brighten your passion and your determination. It leads you to looking at the fire within. Yeah, there we go. The Two Wands right down here. The way that you are taking flight. The way that you are moving forward in things. There's a sense here with the Ten of Cups. It's like, how are you going to embrace the grace as you move forward? How are you going to look at the changes coming before you and seeing the way to expand and to be? How are you going to be set free? Because you're coming out of the cage and you're going to find that the world is vaster. There is more for you than you ever realized. And it brings you to a healing, beautiful love. It brings you to a power of the heart, a passion of the soul, the coming together, this sense of, I will not be swayed by others. And I am opening up my heart and my truth to my path. And yes, there will be twists and turns along the way that I never thought of. But there will be power and there will be beauty and there will be brilliance. And I'm healing so that I can embrace this truth. I'm letting the love into my life so that I can embrace this truth, so that I know that I am the one who helped to create this soul's desire, this powerful being that leads me into prosperity. And with the Sun, okay, you're being warned against juggling everything for everyone and forgetting about yourself, forgetting about your Sun, wanting the light to shine so brightly on everyone that you are only left in shadows. So be very mindful of this, Sagittarius. It moves you then to the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is love coming in, healing, beautiful love, a washing away of doubts and of fears. It can definitely bring with it tears and doubts as you're releasing so much that you are so used to carrying. Like, it almost feels like when you let go of it, it's like, well, who am I now? Like, what would I be without this fear? What would I be without this doubt? And that's where you're seeing here this needing to embrace. Okay, so what would I be without this fear and this doubt? Okay, as you wash it away, is also going to open you up to being able to celebrate. Because once you find out who you are, without the fear and without the chaos and without the sense of impending doom, that looms over us. It just does. It's like, oh my gosh, can I pay all my bills, and can I be everything to everyone, and can I do this, and can I do that, and can I do this, and am I doing enough? And we get ourselves into such a tizzy that if we just sat there and said, divinity, I know you have this. I will work my tush off. I will do my part, and I know you will do yours. There's a level of freedom to that. There's a level of beauty to that. And you're going to start to see here that other roads start to open up to you. Instead of the heartbreak, instead of the pain, instead of the disappointment, it's like you find wound mates. And when I first heard of roommates, it was in regards to relationship. We find people that perpetuate our wounds. So they are called wound mates, not soulmates. But you can take that one step further. And we find our wound mates in everything. We perpetuate those wound mates in work, in partners, in friends. They keep on bringing forward the wounds. And here you're going to find that you're set free, that you're flying higher, that you're going after something more. You've built your nest between these two roads, thinking there are two ways forward, only two for me. Now you're going to find that there's a myriad of ways forward, and that there is so much more beauty than you realized. And it brings you to the Ten of Wands. You're rooted in this release of carrying too much, this release of putting too much on your shoulders. It makes you now a defender of your freedom, of your passion, of what you desire. Because as you move forward, you have the vampiric energy here that's going to try and steal your wealth, that's going to try and keep you downtrodden. Now, whether this be, growing up in a house that always fought about money, there was never enough money, so you always have that fear, whether, you've ever experienced homelessness or lost it all or worked really crummy jobs, and you have this fear of going back to that life, or that life will never end. Here, you're looking at it with the Four of Pentacles. You're looking at that vampiric energy around money. And you're seeing with the Six of Pentacles how things have been out of balance. You're balancing the scales. You're saying, this is my truth. This is my passion. This is my power. This is where I need to be. And as you look at it, you look at taking flight towards your freedom. Because yes, blue jays are tricksters, okay? But if you ever watched videos, and I don't know how I started watching videos on blue jays, I also think they're absolutely beautiful birds, but they're super smart. And it's like you're having the blindfold taken off because this blue jay is blindfolded. And you're realizing how brilliant you are, how powerful you are, how much more you are than what you had originally thought. And this moves you then to your spirit animal message. Sagittarius, February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. February 1st to the 15th, 2021, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, angels. We have here the Badger spirit. Be fearless and be bold. Be fearless and be bold as you take flight. Excuse me. As you go after what it is that you deserve, and as you break the bounds that hold you. And these are very logical bounds. These are things that where you will sit there and say, well, this makes sense and that makes sense. And it's like, yes, it does. But if you step free into you, it's not running away and joining the circus or anything like that. It's looking at the hurts, the pains, and it's becoming very aware of them, very aware of the trauma that you have been through in your life, where you have, this great uproar, okay, within yourself, and you're becoming fearless and bold. You're breaking, okay, what might have been set down for generations within your line. A place of poverty, a place of doubt, a place of fear, a place of always being taken advantage of never being able to rise above, always having bad marriages. You're breaking that. Always being stuck in addiction, bad tempers, everything like that. You're breaking those chains, depressions. You're breaking them. You're being bold and fearless. Okay, you're embracing the Badger spirit. It leads you then to the Fox spirit. Think on your feet. Think on your feet, because change is coming fast and the world is coming fast. It leads you then to the Flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the in-between world of this world and the spirit world. Embrace the spiritual consciousness of the now. And be very mindful of what you put into your body. Food and drinks. Because remember, and also people, the people that you surround yourself with. Because remember, flamingos are white birds. They turn pink because of the food that they eat. So the energy that you take in, what nourishes you, what guides you, it changes you from the inside out. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Do not come from a place of lack. The abundant universe will provide. Have that faith. You might be saying, Dane, I've had that faith for so long. I understand, believe me, I do. But have that faith that divine timing leads you to prosperity. Your subconscious person message is strength. This isn't brute force strength. This is loving, healing, compassionate strength. It guides you. You're stronger than you think you are. It leads you to your chakra, your subconscious chakra message, which is your inner child, the heart chakra. Embrace that inner child. Let your inner child speak. Love your inner child. Open up your arms to your inner child. And let yourself hold the person that you once were. And tell that inner child, I love you. And I will always be here for you. I will always protect you. It leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Three of Wands. Passion, prosperity, new horizons, new beginnings, opening up the world to you. And then to go deeper into that subconscious, we have the moon, facing fears and finding brilliance. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as healing blessings wash over you, and you take flight as you are set free. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius.